Hello everybody and welcome to your coverage of the DotaPit Season 4 by G2A. I'm Toby1, I'm your English caster for our Southeast Asian game today, and our first official game of the tournament, that is right. We've been running our EU closed qualifiers, which happened last night and will also be happening later on tonight, but for now we get to actually cast some major teams. I say some major teams because one of these teams was in fact at the major, even though the performance was a little bit sub-under, going up against First Departure, a team that could easily qualify themselves for it if they are given the opportunity once again. That is our first matchup. All games in the group stage are a 2-game series. That's right, we don't say best of 2 here because that is incorrect. It's a 2-game series, and a man who will be correct to make sure I stay correct in everything I say tonight is my co-caster Motpax. Welcome, man.
Hello. Oh, I'm actually so glad you said 2-game series. I can't stand the term best of 2. Drives me crazy.
I thank Holy Master every day for the blessing that he gave me to understand that you can't actually have a best of 2 because when there is a draw, you can't have a best of. That's simple. Knowledge bomb dropped, boys.
It's a really technical thing right there, but it's excellent. All right, well, we're into it. So, in terms of these picks, I don't know, nothing really jumped. I guess the biggest thing, probably the fact that, oh, actually, no, it's all totally meta. There's just no, well, there's the Queen of Pain and the Dazzle Band. Yeah, we're good. That's it. Meta's done. All right, pick something new. It's over.
Are we going to move away from the norm? No. Like, the only big question I have right now is actually, where is Mushi? Because they've got 80 TR standing in for him. Not an inexperienced player. He's got a fair amount of experience across Southeast Asia. But tonight we actually have DJ doing the drafting for Fnatic, and Mushi is missing. Blacknet and Ohio still turned up for this one. And Miracle, of course, the Naga man himself, leading Cal, QVD, Lobby, and Kai in First Departure. But yeah, it looks like DJ's not taking them out of the ordinary at all. Like a Gyrocopter or Wyvern, nothing unusual with that one. I'm interested to see what combo they're looking for with the Earthshaker. Is this meant to be the offlane Ohio? And in fact, then ask the question, does ADTR play support for Fnatic?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that it is an offlane simply because they banned Darkseer in the first phase, which is probably the only odd thing really out of this draft. I mean, some of the stuff you might be able to argue, but taking him out so early definitely suggests that it's not really an offlaner they either don't want to play, especially because they went Darkseer first anyway. So, I mean, it would have been great to have your, rather, Gyrocopter first anyway. Would have been nice to have your Darkseer with it. Same with the Winter Wyvern. So I'm assuming that's an Earthshaker offlane. Maybe just keeping their options open, though. And then I guess we've got that Lina over on the other side, which is pretty scary for a Gyrocopter.
Yeah, he's one of those heroes, especially when you combine it up with options with a Shadow Demon, where Gyro can be completely controlled. I'm also wondering, too, like how First Departure and Fnatic end up engaging, because First Departure have a lot of escape mechanisms. Both Snowball, which we've seen completely abused out of the hell to evade everything, almost the entire cooldown if you want to. Then you've got SD's Disruption that could also take heroes out aggressively or defensively. So if Wyvern decides to curse someone up, correct me if I'm wrong, but the range of Disruption still won't get you caught by the curse. So, yeah. I'm interested to see how Fnatic actually put a nail in the coffin of First Departure with the ways they can just control the tempo of Fnatic, and that's one way to do it. The long-range shackles, keeping 2 heroes locked in position, combining that up with the curse, and if they can get a Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, the initiation timing is going to be nice. Their team fight's really good. All around, it's a nice...
Whoa! All right! Woohoo!
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Well, I was just going to say, I really like Fnatic's draft. It's very solid, you know, kind of one of those all stages of the game. No one really falls off. You get those big ultis from your Earthshaker, and then the Winter Wyvern, and then, you know, it's a Gyrocopter, it's a Wind Ranger, Shackle, Ginger Lady, all that good stuff. But now we got an Elder Titan. What is it? This is the 11th of the patch. It's pretty exciting. You know, not too often.
Yeah,
what's too many heroes picked less than that.
What's the win rate at that 11?
4 and 6. 4 and 6 so far.
I don't even know how we got the 4. The biggest problem, and I remember who was I think it was casting with Clairvoyance, and this was like a month or maybe a month and a half ago, and we cast another Titan game together, and the question that we kept asking ourselves was, how does Elder Titan find enough time during a team fight to get his combo off?
5 seconds
To go
remaining.
from Spirit to Stomp to ulti.
I guess disruption on one hero.
Fnatic
That's pretty much it. Like, you
pick.
need setup from somebody else.
You know, it'd be good Winter Wyvern. That would be a good combo.
With the Elder
Get
Titan.
get it right at the end of the Winter's Curse. I mean, unfortunately, it's the other team. But,
At the same time, you'd want to have something more like a Darkseer, which would pull everyone into the ultimate, because it's then relying on Wyvern to catch out 2 or 3 heroes in one location, which when you have an Elder Titan, you don't do. And now Disruptor's going to make his life even harder. Because his, I'm assuming, is the off lane for first departure. I'm almost hoping the first departure push him into the safe lane. And let the Juggernaut SD plus Lina support, I believe it is, unless they're running ET support, but they're not running a sniper. They're not CIS rejects. Actually, I can't say CIS rejects because it was just oh god, it was CIS, right? That Chinese team that did it. They ran mid sniper to support
jeez.
ET.
Okay, yeah. Oh, what was? I've heard that stood for, but yeah, that was a while ago.
That was in the Cena Cup about a year and a half to 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it was shortly after that that Koro then started playing support Elder Titan a lot.
Yeah, and No Tail played it a bunch too. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Good old times. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
remaining.
I could kind of see it. Like the support silencer, you'll see who just
5
pulls the
seconds
entire time,
remaining.
trying to get up some farm and decent levels. But I don't know. They have a ton of options here. I'm sure that Fnatic are just sitting there like, all right, where is this going? Like, what is the plan with this Elder Titan?
I asked the same question, but I can at least tell you, as we will have a pause before we start. Yeah, I predicted that I already brought up the overlay to talk about this. We're actually doing the SEA group stage today. We've got the European closed qualifier coming up later on tonight, but tomorrow we're back even earlier. I believe it's 2 hours before the starting time we had today, when we're going to be having 2 great series coming up. But this is the Southeast Asian group. So we have Fnatic, First Departure, Mineski, MVP Phoenix. We have 1, 2, 3, and then Signature Trust. They are the teams battling it out in the SEA group stage for Season 4, hoping for a chance to qualify for the awesome LAN final. But of course, you can check out the European matches, which will be coming up later tonight, which is London Conspiracy versus Yellow Submarine, and Lemon Dogs versus Team TBE, which will be casted by Llama Down Under. She'll be doing that kind of jazz. As we have 3 different streams going out tonight as far as the Join Dota crew goes. So, busy night of Dota. Looking forward to some great action and looking forward to understanding how Elder Titan can win a game.
But yeah, I can see there's been explanations that Brown's having problems and his ADTR picked out, don't drink so much Kai. So clearly they accidentally clicked Elder Titan. It's starting to make a lot more sense now. And look at that item build. Is he?
Are you saying you have to be drunk, completely smashed off your face to draft an Elder Titan?
I mean, is there another explanation?
You believe the hero is good. Dota has always been made, the meta has been made off the belief of people believing they can make a certain hero work in a certain way, and then they just break the meta. That's the way.
This is the miracle mid jug. I've seen this before. I'm a fan of his mid juggernaut.
Interested to see how he goes there. Because he's up against Black. So Black's going to be taking up... Wait, is Black taking up the mid role? And they put ADTR now on the safe lane role. Okay.
Okay, yeah, this must be just for stand-in situations.
Yep. It's the easier role. Don't have to worry about the rotation timings and the exact coordination. Just say sit there, farm.
30 seconds.
Takes Black a little bit out of his comfort zone because now he has to be the one that moves and rotates. Something which he's always been scrutinized for in the past.
Except for when he played safe lane Pudge.
No, see, that was very different because that was back when Black was always about the timing rotation with the rest of his team. So his team would basically be like, Black, come over here! And then they would go and kill together. It was they did the same thing with Sand King with Black when they used to run him on the safe lane for that. They'd farm him up to a Blink Dagger and they'd run him as a safe lane solo and run an aggro tri lane off.
Yeah, it's like the Fear Bounty Hunter. Oh man, there have been some fun little hero combos back in the day. It's good ones. Dota was a lot easier back then. You could do a lot more. Now it's much more finely tuned. Everyone is much better at the game.
It's not just that too. It's the fact that okay, Miracle. So okay, I'll get to this in a moment. But there's something about Dota right now where almost all the heroes are fairly balanced. There's a way to counter almost every single one, but there's also ways where you can get these wonderful pocket strats up and running. So even the drafting has become a minefield for every single team.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Miracle's able to do this mid lane. Like, if he gets a Thunderstrike like he just got, like, that's some nice early damage. Chipping him down, Black needs to keep dishing out the damage without taking too much himself. And Miracle is what, going to run for a bottle here? Because keeping a healing ward up against... okay, in fact, I think he's dead. The spin's going to come, so at least he gets rid of one, but with the wind run, you can easily keep up with it. And yep, it was an easy prep, a secondary rotation back, and say goodbye to your mid-Juggernaut.
Yeah, he'll be opting for that bottle, but it's just so rough early on, and they went for this safe lane tri lane because obviously Earthshaker is definitely one of those offlaners that you look to punish. Doesn't really have an escape mechanism besides Fisher, but they weren't able to control the lane enough, and so without a small camp that they're able to bring it on back, he's just getting free levels here. It's almost like level 3 already on an Earthshaker against SD.
Cal forced into the snowball pretty early, so going to cop the end of the rocket barrage as Net just forcing him back behind the tower. And Cal's going to have to use that salve of his in a moment. Okay, so... explain this to me. Why do you not run the Juggernaut on the top lane? When you have Disruption into Spin into Spirit Stomp, yeah, that's if Kai can get a single point of experience 2 minutes in. You have all these things to try and go up against an Earthshaker. I say try, you should succeed. Why do you leave the Lina on the top lane and don't let her go up against the Wind Ranger?
Well, in the past, when they've done this kind of Miracle Jug build, he actually does extremely well mid. Every time I see him do it, it works out fairly well. Like, he gets an early Omni Slash, you can rotate around. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that the Yule Scepter just isn't quite as good these days. Oh, Cal's in trouble down bottom. Rocket Barrage, it's going to be close.
He'll still get back to the tree line and ADR. Okay, I don't think he really wanted to do that one, Cal, because the Rocket Barrage to finish you off. And ADTR, he barely survives, dropping down to 55 life. But he'll wait the shards out and then just rotate himself back again. He actually was fine back behind the tower. He didn't have to snowball. But it's one of those questions like, well, does he still have vision of me? Like, where's your Thunderstrike? Is there going to be a Splinter Blast flying at him? He doesn't know, because he hasn't seen Winter Wyvern use a second ability yet. And in fact, Net's holding on to that second ability. He's sitting at a 1-0-1 build, already into level 3. And looks like DJ's now going to force a spin out of Miracle. Nope. It's a level 2 glimpse, so he's got the range.
Yeah, Miracle's even bottle crowing. This is going rough. I mean, we all know this is Wind Ranger's kind of her thing. You know, bullies you out of the lane. I don't know. I'm wondering, what are they going to be able to do with this farm from QVD? Like, are they just hoping that he's going to be able to move around with Lubby and it's just going to be insta kills? They have the classic, the Shadow Demon Lina.
You're going to need to commit a lot of smokes for that, unless you get a early Yule Scepter Kai. Nice Fitcher blocked by Ohio. Black will steal the rune just as well, because he's got a double damage rune up his sleeve, and he'll allow the Earthshaker to get the last hit. A team player, and Miracle's not retreating. Like, they kill up the healing ward. Miracle's still got spin available, but the body block from DJ is allowing Black the time to do the damage, and now, well, you won't even need the glimpse. Black is just moving in with the power shot, cuts the tree line to give them the vision again, but now they've actually lost it. Courier chasing by DJ, that's not where you want to be, and Kai, he'll get the storm pop, not before he's glimpsed away to safety, and then with the disruption, the Fisher, it locks in Miracle! He can't finish the job, the SD Illusions will have to do the work, and Black with a double damager, and he's looking for another. He lost sight of Lubby. He's got a power shot in 1 second time, and, well, he's too far away now. He's running away from the creep wave. He gives it a crack, but Lubby is still way too far away. So 4-1 on the board in favor of Fnatic so far.
That was, it was a pretty nice play by Miracle with the TP rotations. Like, the way he positioned himself at the end of the spin just meant that if he did get glimpsed, it was going to be back under the tower where his allies were. But I guess... still doesn't work out all too well with those rotations not really panning out there.
It doesn't help too when Black is able to pick up 2 double damage rings. He keeps finding this extra physical damage, which is the death to the Juggernaut. Even though he's got like that poor man's shield looking to block something, it's still not enough. And Elder
even
Titan.
Arcane Lena.
Wait, really?
Yeah, safe lane Arcane Boots. I guess maybe because you have Shadow Demon, you have Tusk, you got the Elder Titan. They definitely all benefit from the extra mana. Even Juggernaut, honestly. Like, he definitely runs into his own mana troubles, even with the bottle, trying to keep up spins and Omni Slashes, so...
It's just how you
not
transition.
awful,
Like, are we thinking?
yeah.
Are we thinking about a Bloodstone Lena at this point?
It's a little odd to not have
Yeah,
that immediate,
actually-
like, machine gun build.
Yeah. To get something more like Phase Boots, Kai. Well, he's going to get dragged back in. Ohio missing the timing on the stun, however. He's got a fissure available, so Kai is most definitely dead as Black kills Securus with the power shot from the mid lane.
That's value right there. 3 AoE golds and then the kill from Black long range. That's nice. That's some good farm distribution.
Fnatic being efficient.
Take notes, guys.
At the
Miracle
same
wants
time,
it.
like, okay, yeah, Miracle? He doesn't have mana for an Omni... Actually, he does with a Stick Charge. But with the Fissure Control and the Shackle, Miracle! He used the Stick and then tried to go for the Omni Slash, but he just didn't have the time. Top lane First Departure might be able to get some kind of revenge here. The Spirit's down, going for the Stomp and the Lion Strike Array. At least they can combo together, but the Cold Embrace! Ned's going to get it off, and with the Fissure, they actually buy some time. Kai TPing out, he takes too much damage from the tower, plus the cooldown. QVD also trying to escape, he'll be successful. But the SD will not. Again, Black comes in for the power shot secure, doing it from the dire side of the river. So you kill off a Winter Wyvern, but you commit basically everything you've got to get the kill, and you still can't finish the job quickly.
Yeah, QVD has to even like TP home, so now he's running back to some place where he can get some creeps. And it is not looking out too well. Miracle's in a little bit of trouble here again. They have the glimpse, but they're not going to go for it.
They don't have the vision.
It's close.
Unfortunately for Fnatic, it's nighttime, so they didn't have vision onto the other side of the river. And maybe this is where I can see like Miracle's Juggernaut working. The fact that they're able to farm the jungle like this, because I know it's all about like, hey, mids, come on, we've got to find someone who's able to flash farm inside the jungle. And the spin allows Miracle to do that.
Yeah, I wonder if... in a game like this, I don't know, I don't think you really want to go for that Battle Fury build, but... It's kind of looking like they don't have that nice early lead that you'd be looking for, and maybe he's thinking if they can set up with a nice stomp, it might be more valuable, like even with the minus armor from the Elder Titan.
Well, maybe the bigger question then is, as far as item builds for the Juggernaut goes, is when does First Departure feel they can fight? Because if they feel they can fight in the mid game, then going for more damaging items, going for more fighting style items for Miracle makes sense. If they don't feel that, then he has to go the Battle Fury. He has to go to the path of the late game, but he'll be able to out DPS everyone on Fnatic.
Yeah, knowing Miracle, and then envisioning something like Mask of Madness, Yasha, Blink, or something like that, if they want to start going relatively early. And we'll have to see. It's going to determine a lot based on how they're going to be able to rotate around, like all this farm they put into QVD.
Miracle's dead.
Miracle.
Shackle won't latch. The Fissure will do some work, and man, if that Shackle did latch, Miracle was in fact dead. Triggers the regeneration, and that's why you're so over aggressive. But I was waiting for the Disruptor. When you use spin to farm like that, you leave yourself very wide open for attack.
And meanwhile, ADTR starting farming up. He did pick up some treads. Kind of been waiting on his items for a while. He was up to like 1,500 gold. Maybe not sure what he was going to do. There's no helm yet, so there's no stacks happening. And we'll probably see him just kind of... I'd like to see maybe like Drums SMY. Oh, actually, the courier is on its way. And Ring of Aquila. So yeah, let's fight. Let's go, guys. Let's go push some towers together.
I'm actually wondering now if Fnatic can properly do that. Because Kai's getting enough space that he's almost at level 6. So pushing into that is not really the most comfortable thing until you're able to ensure you get control, which you don't really have yet. Like, Black doesn't have any maneuverability items on the Wind Ranger. We're talking Blink Force. Instead, he's going directly in for the Aghanim Scepter. DJ is not that strong, and the ability to get his ulti off is also quite difficult. Primarily because First Departure are just going to be sitting back. Like, even Shadow Demon goes for more points up in Catcher as well as Poison, so he can play the range game and just the saving disruption. Now they want to kill off Black. QVD Black, he senses something, and now QVD, Light Strike Array catches out Black. The ulti goes on Miracle, but he gets himself out. The Glimpse will pull him back in, but no, the spin stops that one. DJ on 43 life escapes, and the Spirit from Kai, followed by the Stomp, will create space enough to get the Light Strike Array into Ohio. Yep, but they don't have Laguna Blade available, and now with the Echo Slam and power shot from Fnatic. First departure, they thought they had all the eggs in the basket, but they just cracked and made an omelet. First departure with a call down as well. You stop that TP, you'll end up dying there, Cal. He finishes it, and now the Rocket Barrage will go. They'll fight underneath the tower. The TP's coming back in again. Miracle's coming back to fight. DJ's low, but so is Cal. Miracle cursed up, keeping him out of the fight. Cal will drop. Miracle has the Omni Slash, but the creep wave's here, and he's shackled to a bloody tree. They're gonna get a triple kill out from Fnatic. The Juggernaut will drop, and it's 13-3 on the board. First departure. That was not the dream. That was not the fight. That was not the play.
Well, there's not much to analyze on that one. Mistakes were made.
Oh, they really thought they had, and you can't blame them. Like, you throw down a stomp totem, like a stomp bite like that from the other Titan, he's like, yes, I can go up there. My Lena's got Light Strike Array. We can get the follow-up stun, but they really weren't expecting the Earthshaker to survive through that, get his Echo Slam off, and have Black line up the perfect power shot.
That was devastation. Even having the Winner's Curse to get Miracle and he comes back in, nothing was going right there for first departure. I saw it, like, you could see the hunger there. Like, Miracle's like, I've got Omni Slash still, guys. Like, I got this. I'm coming in. Yeah.
And now they're going to go back to the farm game. Miracle just keeps flash farming the jungle as much as he possibly can. The hilarious thing is he's still only 600 net worth behind that of the Gyrocopter. The bigger problem is the fact that Black is very close to completing up his full Aghanim Scepter, and we're only 13 minutes into the game. Looks like top lane they're having a little bit of fun. Disruption ulti, follow up with a future. Shadow Demon's going to go down. They glimpse the Lina over, trying to go for a defensive Light Strike Array. And Miracle, well, he's still got the Omni Slash available. Goes into Ohio, starts off with a spin as well. And, well, Ohio just takes him away from Black, as Tuskar will also end the Disruptor spree. So it might be a 2-for-2 trade, but considering Fnatic's advantage, that's definitely a play to FD. Not by much, but it's something.
Hey, they'll take anything at this point, you know.
Yep.
You got to get back into it. The net worth swings are big.
No, I felt it. It's just so funny to watch. Here's my spirit. I'm going to start my stomp right now. You'll have time to get away. It's like watching that Austin Powers movie with a steamroller just running at the henchman. It's like, get out of the way! Get out of the way! The only reason you get flattened is because of your own fault.
Oh man, that's actually so insane. He's only 30 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be like top 5 Aghanim Scepters ever on Windranger.
Really? Top 5? Well, here comes the glimpse back. If you can find this kill, he'll have it. And QVD, Black, he wants to line up for it. Power shot's off cooldown, but Disruptor will take the kill. He gets a support gold anyway, and there it is. So there's a 3,000, and he buys the entire thing.
Yeah, that's actually the 5th fastest Aghanim Scepter ever rushed on a Windranger, and that's...
I'm assuming the timing is when it gets completed on the hero, though, right?
Technically, but I mean, come on. What is it, a hasted courier? I don't know. Well, how much time does he have? Oh, he's got lots of time. It's gonna be fine. He's got like 25 seconds to pick it up.
Yeah,
so.
it's been hasted. It'll get to him in 10 seconds.
Yeah, so that's out of 283 rushed Aghanims. That's crazy. That is very fast. And as you can probably guess, the 4 people ahead of him all won their game. So
this proves that Black can not only farm creeps, but he can also farm heroes.
He's something else, this guy.
He's 607. Imagine
he keeps popping up.
Imagine if he took more of these kills. Like if you look over the board, most of the other kills have gone the way of DJ. The Disruptor has taken them. But I don't blame him. He's walking around with arcane boots as well as an urn, so he's pumping out his own brand of damage. Ohio being chased down by Kai, but Kai's got no control means to stop Ohio from walking away. It looks like, what's Ned? So Ned's got his soul ring up. Ohio is at 1,400 gold, so the Blink Dagger is on its way for the Earthshaker. But what do we got for first departure? So we have a soul ring and an Elder Titan, and I'm assuming eventually he'll complete up his Tranquils. Miracle is building into the drums, so the early fighting kind of style from him. And what do we go from the Lina? The Lina looks like she's going in for a Eul Scepter build, judging by the casual Sage's mask on her at the moment.
Those have been her items for the past like 8 minutes. I don't know. They just, I mean, it's gonna be a Eul's, but it's crazy that being the safe lane farmer, how little she seems to be getting. But she is only like 1,000 down on the gyrocopter.
Yeah.
But they've been spreading it a bit more, I guess, on the side of First Departure.
I suppose the question is also, what is the effective farm? Like, you've got all of this money on Alina, but what does it really achieve? At this point, until she's got a Eul Scepter, she doesn't do anything without the Shadow Demon. Elder Titan also doesn't do anything without the Shadow Demon. And the Tuskar is not going aggressive items. In fact, it looks like we've got a mech build coming in here from Cal. So those Arcane Boots will eventually turn into Greaves.
Yeah, I like that. You don't really have anything else other than the
Kai's dead.
healing ward, so... Oh yeah, very much so.
The Stomp doesn't buy him any space. Not with that Rocket Barrage still channeling.
Elder Titan? I don't know. I'm not sure what... Well, hopefully he'll come into play later.
Oh, they found Black. Into that Omni Slash, and Black, well, that Cold Embrace will be there, but she locks Black in position, and Ned won't be able to run. The spin from Miracle helped him out. But the damage from Lina was just enough, and DJ, there's that defensive disruption we were talking about, allowing Miracle to get not only out of the wall, but also out of the storm, and then turn around to fight ADTR. Remember, ADTR is still very, very tanky. The snowball's coming in, and it's going to connect, but the wall is back up, and with the Echo Slam from Ohio, Lina and Tusk get obliterated. Miracle was protected by his spin, but now they're going to glimpse him back down again. There's no protection here, and Miracle, the Rocket Barrage hits hard, no flat cannon again, but the Stomp, it actually does something. Kai buys space, and with a snapback hold, catching out DJ in Ohio. Kai, though, the Rocket Barrage, he just has no follow-up. He has no team for a follow-up. Miracle is the sole survivor here for First Departure. Oh, my.
We were so close to Elder Titan things happening. We were this close.
The funny thing is, that was a 5v4, because Black was dead before that fight even began.
Yeah.
And they didn't really soak up that much to kill him.
Oh, Black's hoping to find Miracle coming into the jungle, but looks like he'll stay mid for a bit.
Yes, you... No, QVD's backing up on top. Okay.
Yeah, they have that nice little ward there by the ruins, so they're all terrified of Black.
And rightly so. His damage output is ridiculous. They needed to commit what they did to kill him off. They just maybe should have cut their losses. Oh, no, I mean, just taken their winnings at that point. So they cut their losses like they already lost the fight when they killed off the Black Wind Ranger at the start.
Speaking of him, I'm wondering, like, okay, yeah, so you have a Blink Dagger now on DJ, because he's getting all those kills that we were talking about. You have a Blink Dagger finished on Ohio. Do you think, I don't know if you really even need the Blink Dagger on Black. Like, I don't think he needs to make plays. He can go for something like that Chrysalis or the Daedalus or anything else he chooses. Even a BKB early on is still great on this hero.
You know what I'd love to see? Actually going for something more like a Desolator. Force down the buildings nice and early, it's nice and cheap early damage, and then you can go into your maneuverability items later on. Because you still kind of want to have them as a Wind Ranger, because positioning of Shackles during a fight, you're not always going to rely on the rest of your team, but I definitely take your point. Getting an early damage dealing item over on the Wind Ranger makes perfect sense when your teammates have so much control. And Miracle is just hoping for something.
He's so thirsty right now. It's just, he's looking for something to drink here.
He found Ohio. But all he can basically do is Omni Slash Ohio down. Ohio's just walked into an invisible wall. If he doesn't... Okay, yeah, he's stomping. A Miracle? Okay, he's going to spin TP out and farm up the camp right in front of him. It's cheeky, but it's effective.
I'm surprised more buildings aren't down here for the side of Fnatic. They don't seem to be making it a priority, though. They're not really grouping up and pushing towers. They're very happy to just split the farm right now, and I guess it's kind of showing. They're almost up 75, almost 8k right now. It's about 20 minutes, so I think they're okay with the current situation.
Yeah. Well, currently they've got control of the map, with no tier 1 towers down, First Departure are plenty defensive wards everywhere. The most aggressive ward they've got is this one down on the bottom lane, inside the Radiant jungle. That's the most aggressive one that they see. There are other ones, defensive on the hillside, looking over their jungle entrance from the river, top river area, and then the other one through the mid lane area. So, with all of this, First Departure just trying to ensure the jungle, ensure the farm area of Miracle, who has now gone into that Yashi you're talking about previously, and QVD, oh, he counts the defensive Yule Step that he could use, which he will in fact. Unfortunately, keeps him up in the air. No high just blinks in and just totems him down. Very simple execution there from First Departure. And this will equal a tier 2 tower. Are they defending? Yeah, DJ's got blink. He's gonna come in.
Good.
Blink. There's the wall. Miracle. Well, they're gonna glimpse him down, force a spin out, and Cal. He's kind of on the wrong side of the fence here. There's 4 heroes chasing him down. Black will go for the shackle now. There's nothing behind him, so he starts with the focus fire. Snowball goes to DJ. Tries to blink to evade with the fissure. They will kill off Cal before he can do enough damage to kill off DJ. But this at least stops the tier 2 tower from dying with this attack on top. I'm looking on the bright side.
Yeah, and it is getting a little frustrating, I'm sure, the fact that Miracle just jumps away every single time using the spin TP. One of the better parts of Juggernaut, and they really don't have an answer to that, honestly, other than Winter's Curse. But no, when you go 2 ranged heroes, you don't really have anyone who's going to guarantee get that Abyssal or something like that. So something he can look towards going to the mid game, and they're going to try and sneak a Roshan here.
You're not sneaking anything. This Observer Ward from the Radiant side saw all. And it's up to Fnatic if they want to defend this. Black, well, they know there's not a lot of damage on First Departure, so taking out Roshan is a very long and tedious problem. And in fact, with the Fissure, it hasn't become impossible because the healing wall's keeping their life up. And this is actually not a bad position for First Departure to fight if they can get a good ulti off, because it forces Fnatic in. But yeah, look for that movement. The cooldown's coming in. Miracle still trying to finish the job, and TJ just jumps in. He's got the ulti, glimpses Miracle back. There's Ohio with the Echo Slam. Roshan is actually killed by the Radiant, picked up by the Disruptor, who gets the Aegis of the Immortal. And this is our First Departure dying inside the pit. Kaiserly's got some level of control, but ADTR, like Cal's locked in here with ADTR. DJ's back to life again thanks to the Aegis. It's a triple kill for the Gyrocopter, and with the Earn Charge Lob, he's actually going to die to the Disruptor. So more kills coming their way. Kai's retreating out. Black, Blink Dagger is still on cooldown, but it won't matter. They've killed off 4 players for First Departure. They've taken Roshan. Yeah, you burned the Aegis, but now you can push the towers.
You know, there's all kinds of fun stuff you can look up about stats from Dota. So this is the 14th time a Disruptor is ever going to Aegis. That's great.
Who has stats like that?
I don't know. You gotta know these kind of things.
Ladies and gentlemen, what packs?
Yeah, that's pretty comical.
Oh, there goes your tier 2.
Oh, actually, it's only the 8th. My mistake.
Only the 8th?
Even better. Yeah.
Okay.
What a player.
I'm assuming most of them were grabbed in times of peril. That's going to be the only reason, or the game has gone on so long that almost every single core is 6 slotted. That is the only situations where a Disruptor grabbing an Aegis would make sense. And
Yeah, pretty much.
in this game, it was the peril.
Too bad he already lost. He doesn't even get to like brag about it. You know, walk around, show it off to his
he
fans.
lived. He was the man that lived. Actually, considering DJ's age, the boy that lived. God, ADTR is so damn big. He's about to buy his Demon Edge, and with the Helm of the Dominator, the BKB, and all that damage output, First Departure are going to have no answer to this at all. Ned's got his own Blink Dagger with some casual resistance of the casual cloak. Ohio's managed to afford up an entire 4-staff. What's Black purchased? So he's got the Blink Dagger, the Aghanim is still sitting another 2k. So we still don't have that damage dealing item from him yet. They've kind of got everything they want.
Yeah, Fnatic, they're in a really good spot here because I think one of the biggest benefits here, and something that we've heard a lot of teams talk about lately, is having someone like a sub or a coach. And ADTR is their officially listed sub, and I believe he's also their coach currently, so that's pretty great. You know, he's someone who definitely monitors the team and understands general strategy and everything like that. And I think it's a lot different than just having some random person, you know, come into your team, like having to call up Demon or something or Mag to show up.
I like how you just go to Jimmy, like the ultimate stand-in player, or stand-up player, depending how you look at it.
He's like the continental stand-in. He can do anything. Just fly him out. Buy him continental breakfast. He's good to go.
Jimmy will do it for the breakfast. He's allowed to have breakfast. He's on a strict diet.
Yeah, that's right. He only has like meal supplements.
Yeah, got to go for those shakes every morning. Gotta look good for all those Red Bull sponsorships he gets. Where's my Red Bull sponsorship? I don't look good.
I guess we still, is there still a Dota game going on? Alright, there's actually still a game going on.
Yeah.
It appears.
Yeah.
I have just started looking around.
It's just Fnatic wondering where First Departure are and what they've got planned. Looks like the only person which could get caught out is ADTR, and yep, they're going to have a crack at him. Cal, well, the spin from Miracle's taking care of the creep wave, so now he can Omni Slash. So ADTR pulls up the BKB, Miracle, no, yes! Miracle will finish the job! They were not going to give it that much time and effort for nothing. The leader also died in the bottom lane in the meantime, but if Miracle didn't get that kill...
Yeah, that would have been just the GG, the momentum killer. Just like, I don't even want to be here anymore, guys.
He just knew, like, he used all the spin damage to kill off the creep wave, because without it, he couldn't get the Omni Slash done. Like, that was just in his mind.
Alright, tower's going down.
Oh, there's your glimpse. Kai's going to be dragged back. Net starts off with a curse. They follow with a fissure, actually catching Lobby as well. And with a Splinter Blast, will bounce out to Kai. That gives them the extra bit of damage they require to get the kill and then back out. Because Black needs to regenerate. Cal, well, the shards won't reach anything.
Desperation item build.
From, oh, okay, so it's a rest. Whoa! Whoa! Yes, there's no storm up and running, but Cal snowballing so aggressively in. They'll get the mech off, so First Departure get a little bit more life back. And with the Purge on net, now Miracle can get this kill over on the Wyvern. The Cold Embrace won't save him. They can steal the gem as well, as Cal will pick up that poor man's shield, which is what was dropped by the Juggling to grab that gem. And Cal, well, locked inside that ulti of DJ, and the shackle from Black. QVD and Lobby are locked in here. Miracle, well, he has turned on the invis, it's just through the Shadow Blade, running behind the lines, but he's got no teammates again. Cal is dead, Lobby is dead, basically First Departure's hopes are dead. It's 33-10 right now. Miracle, I understand why he built this. He's understanding that there's only one way to get back into this game, and that's getting kills. The Shadow Blade allows him to do that instead of buying something like a Blink Dagger. But they are...
It's like total shock factor. Like, there's no way they would have expected him to come out. And he managed to steal the gem from the Wyvern, so stuff was looking so good, but they're just pressing too hard. They knew they needed more kills, but
look at Miracle.
Couldn't quite swing it.
He's coming in from behind. They got no detection on him. Here comes the ET, and Miracle, let it go! Here's the jump, he takes out Black, he takes out DJ, jumps on down a little bit further, now goes for the follow-on spin, Ohio, trying to run away, but Miracle needs to move back out of here. He already found the 2 kills. Why are there 2 Observer Wards here? But First Departure will end up taking out both of these, as well as a really good engagement for him.
Yeah, perfect time for Miracle. It's quite literally 2 seconds away from Winter's Curse being off cooldown, and managed to sneak his way out of there, so we'll be very happy with that. And hey, after all that, the tower's not even down. And before that whole shebang started, Miracle did grab the top tier 1. So you know what? First Departure coming back in.
You want to know something even bigger? No, like after the tier 1 tower, after taking out the Wind Ranger and Disrupt, like the 2 highest killers on Fnatic, Miracle is now the top net worth on the field. Yes, 4.2k gold sitting in his bank account. And First Departure are now actually looking at the potential to win. Like, they actually have options of victory here. There's that Desolator pickup, so I'm liking how Black is on my mind as well.
Yeah, I agree
but
with that.
this is something I would have really preferred to have seen earlier, because I'm still with you with the whole, you could have bypassed the maneuverability items to ensure you push through the buildings a little bit quicker. Or through the heroes a little bit quicker. And that's where the Desolator really works.
And this Miracle right now, like 4,600 gold, he still doesn't buy anything because Juggernaut is one of these heroes that there's so many options he can go right now. Like, does he want to go a Mana style to try and avoid these shackles? Does he want to try and go for a Silver Edge just to kind of like control slots?
I would probably suggest Butterfly at this point. The
primary or an Abyssal as well. Like, they need to lock down some of these heroes that we want to win these fights.
Mm-hmm. The reason why my mind turns to Butterfly is primarily because Wind Ranger went the Desolator, not the Monkey King bar. Mm-hmm. And Gyrocopter is going for the Butterfly build. So you're either going to go Monkey King bar or you're going to go Butterfly. If you want to evade... Oh, that was quick. The sentry ward is down. Miracle, another one from net, but he's out of sentries. And Miracle will now TP out without spinning.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's,
Wow, those reactions. That was so fast.
that's some confidence. What's Miracle? He just goes for the S and Y.
Radiant's bottom
He
tower-
doesn't go
Back
for
side.
either. Okay.
Bottom. Yeah. Yeah, you're dead.
That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, goodbye, Elder Titan.
It could be that he's just thinking that he maybe still honestly doesn't know what major item he wants and has just determined that I'm not getting a Manta. I'm going to tank up with my S and Y, keep my farm speed up, and look towards, you know, try and figure out what my next big item needs to be.
I can understand that, especially if Fnatic now get really defensive. Because if Fnatic don't try and, like they're probably just going to wait for next Roshan, which spawns up in 6 seconds' time. Grab this and then take high ground. Like, that's kind of what they've got to do. And if First Departure can delay that, be it through split pushing or pickoffs on heroes, because Fnatic will only push if they're 5. They still have to give a level of respect to First Departure's fighting power.
Yeah, and I think Aegis on top of ADTR though, and Black just sits in the back lines waiting for a perfectly lined up Shackle. This is gonna be pretty dangerous. So it's this Roshan fight's pretty much the determining factor. And what do they have? They have I guess they have Elder Titan. That's the X factor.
He's not a bad hero to have in this situation, because Fnatic, if they're gonna come up, like they're gonna get hit first by the Spirit, then they're gonna get hit by the Storm. And with the Purge available, with Disruption available, they got set up for the ultimate from Elder Titan. And that in itself will clean up most of the creep wave and allowing Miracle to do his work as the Juggernaut.
Roshan has fallen to
So
the
it's really not a bad combo from First Departure to defend high ground. The issue is they need the Juggernaut to survive and then push back out again. And he's doing that. Like, we talk about Miracle buying the S and Y probably only 2-3 minutes ago, and now he's already at the 4k goal. Pushing in the top lane towards that tier 2 tower.
Oh, but he's no spin now. DJ's
He's-
here.
Yeah, but only if Miracle shows himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Miracle has, he's sitting, okay, now he shows himself, okay. But he's got spin-off cooldown in 2 seconds time, but they still lock him down with the ulti. Miracle needs some space, and they hit the Echo Slam. That's going to be the gem of True Sight back into the hands of the Earthshaker. And also Juggernaut
Faster.
down for 70 seconds. This is actually disgusting. Shackle's going to go over on Kai and Black. The defensive disruption is the only thing that can save him. He does have, okay, no, he has no hope. With the Ghost Scepter, I thought he might have actually had a little bit of hope to get back. You know, this ET and Tuskar combo reminds me of what Miracle used to do with his Naga Siren, where they'd run the ET Spirit down the lane. You'd stomp, take out most of the creep wave's life, and then the Naga Illusions would come through and Radiant Spurn / Riptide him down. You could actually take out creep waves as far away as like the mid lane towards the tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
Well, Yule Scepter over on the Gyro, follow-up Light Strike Array. ADTR actually gets hit by this one, and Laguna Blade's available. There goes your Aegis the Immortal. So up Laguna for it, Lobby in a little bit more trouble as the Earthshaker. A nice little jump in, ADTR instantly commits both cooldown as well as BKB. Yes, they've taken out the tier 3 tower, but now Juggernaut's up in 5 seconds time. And Fnatic, have they really got enough for this? They go for the melee rags. Focus fire from Black will finish the job. Snowball comes forward, going all the way deep in for Black, and with a stomp down, ADTR got caught for a little bit, but with a curse, Miracle can't go anywhere. They try and Glimmer Cape him for safety, but it doesn't really work. QVD will get hit by a perfect visual line from Ohio. And Juggernaut, well, Miracle ball back. He still has his Omni Slash. But with that wall up, okay, that is a glimpse that won't happen. Cal stays on the front lines. Another good stomp, but a Yule Scepter controls the Juggernaut. Follow-up Fidget and the Shackle. Miracle's going to die with a dieback. GG. It takes them a long time, 34 minutes, but it's 42-12 at the end of the day. Game number 1 of this 2-game series goes to Fnatic. What a game. What a circus.
I mean, props to First Departure for hanging on for so long. You definitely have to give them credit for that, but honestly, it just came down to Miracle just making 2 really poor late-game decisions. And he played so well. Like, he had to play perfectly in order to carry this out longer, and that's understandable, but using the spin without not knowing where the Disruptor is, like, it's likely going to lead you to death. And then TPing in, like, if he didn't get immediately like Spun, he would have, or Silence, he would have had to use the spin anyway, and then you're in even more trouble because you can't get off Omni Slash. Like, just TPing Angry in the middle of that, it was unlikely it was going to end well, but here we are.
Yeah. Game 1 over. Game 2 coming up, though, so the show does not end here. We'll have another game coming up in just a moment. Remember, we've got more games coming up tonight as well. In 6 hours' time, the European close qualifier for DotaPit will also begin, and you can check out all the stuff which we're doing here for Join Dota, be it DotaPit here on DotaPit's channel, or we'll also be doing our D2CL coverage later on tonight, as well as, I believe we have another small cup as well to do. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break for more action coming to you from DotaPit Season 4 by G2A.